All right, so shout out to Kira Phillips in the Black Anime Nerds group. But I saw this and it made me think a lot. Not necessarily a lot, but it's just sometimes we interpret things differently. Both these anime are very much alike, but one is shonen and the other is seinen. Everything else lines up. So why was one so successful and the other one you probably never heard of? Action, ecchi, mystery, supernatural. Gleipnir is on the left. Don is on the right. Wait, how do we get there? All right. Here's the issue I have immediately with that. Gleipnir and Don are hugely different. And what's crazy is while I did not like the delivery of either one, and I would not consider myself a Don fan, I find myself coming to Don's defense here. Gleipnir was not good outside of like its first episode, and it suffered from poor delivery. It suffered from poor pacing. It gave us an episode, like episode 9 or 10, where it filled in some of the major plot holes it had in the beginning. And then that was it. It just logged off. That was it. It didn't even fill in all the major plot holes, just some of them. And then it didn't make me want a season 2. It didn't make me crave anything more for it. When you look at this character list here for Gleipnir, none of them were good. None of them were likable. And it was like, what do I care about these characters for? What the storyline didn't get interesting until there was some shaky bits with the older sister of Claire, and then that was interesting. But that was like the only interesting part. None of it was even well detailed, well explained. It didn't even give us the mis-explanation or lack of explanation that made it enticing and want to be watched. Now, when you look at this list of characters here, while, like I said, I don't necessarily call myself a Don fan, I don't really like Momo or Ken Takamura. I don't like really either of them together, but I think they're both great separately. I think when they're lacking each other, they are much better characters. And then you have Grandma. Love Grandma. Grandma is the best. Turbo Granny to me might be like the best character in the show. So it's hard to compare a show in those forms and say that, why have you never heard of one and heard of one everywhere? Well, yes, advertising is a thing, but also, yes, one is just outright better in many categories. So, yeah, that just made me think about it, and I don't know. Let me know what you think.